that is Browntop millet. So I'm in, I think what we typically call the backfield. This is where we've been trying to attract doves over the last couple seasons, and honestly haven't had much luck. We tried planting some black oil sunflowers in here last year. They looked like they were coming on. Then they all died, and cocklebur took over. Not great. And cocklebur is in here as well. That's this guy right here, cocklebur. So I'm gonna have to get in here sometime before too much longer with some 2,4-D. 2,4-D should not damage the Browntop millet. It's safe for use on grasses, but it will kill all these broadleaves. I have another kind of broadleaf growing in here. Let me see if I can find one. They were pretty thick a second ago. Here we go. It's this stuff right here. This little wide plant. I don't know what that is. If you know what that is, leave a comment and let me know. But it's a broadleaf. I'm going to assume that 2,4-D will kill it, and I will get in here. So I'm gonna have to do some research. Another opportunity for a comment. If you know the best time to put 2,4-D on Browntop millet to kill the broadleaf weeds but not damage the Browntop, let me know. I'll do some research. There's another local guy that is planting Browntop as well. I'll ask him, because I certainly don't want to kill it all, right? Maybe it doesn't matter. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research, but it's looking pretty good. There is a lot. Areas that look like they're holding moisture better appear to be growing better, shockingly, right? But it's pretty green out there. I think a lot of that is Browntop. There's some cocklebur, there's some other broadleaves, and it's looking pretty good. What did I do in this field? I came in early May, and the first thing I did was I Rounduped it. I put about 15 or 16 gallons mixed at 1 ounce per gallon. I came in here, I Rounduped it. I think a couple weeks I came through, I did my first disc, and maybe a few days after that I Rounduped it again, and then I did another disc, but much more lightly, really just to turn over, and then I seeded it. I did that disking and that seeding all on the same day. And the final thing I did just to cover it, the disc, as you know, you can, with both of those, you can adjust the gangs for the discs so they're at an angle or straight. I did it straight. That's minimal soil disruption. And I went really fast. The faster you go, actually, the less those discs work in the soil. So I went pretty fast. Just running over it, just trying to toss a little soil over it. Man, it looks like it's really done well. I put about 30 pounds out. And this is Browntop millet that's been sitting in my garage for a year. I bought it last year and didn't use it. So I put about 30 pounds out. That's a little higher than on a per acre rate than they recommend, but I figured, you know what? You know, a little more. You don't want to overdo it. You can't overdo it. I didn't want to overdo it. Didn't put the whole 50 pounds out here. But I did go a little bit higher. I think they recommend 15 to 20. So I didn't measure it. I just kind of guessed. A little bit more than half of the bag I put out here. And it looks pretty good. So like I said, I got to get in here with some 2,4-D, kill off all of these broadleaf weeds, and let that millet do its thing. So I wonder if I should even put down some kind of a pre-emergent. I'll research that as well. And I'll probably hit it again with the what's that junk called? Bifen, which is an insecticide, because we still have ants. I've done it once, but I can, for like 30 bucks, I can get enough to treat 15 gallons. I'll probably put all that out here at the same time, because fire ants suck. So anyway, that's it for the dove field. It's coming in good. We need some rain. I was actually a little concerned that this wouldn't have germinated. We've only gotten one rain, and this is starting to get pretty dry. And let's stick my finger in the ground, see what it looks like. If I get down here, yeah, look at that. Start to get a little bit of moisture down there. So maybe there's still some moisture in the soil. There's a little chance of rain tonight, and like a 40-50% chance a couple days next week. If we get one of those, that'll help. That will help, and this stuff will come on. Once it starts to shade the ground a little bit, it's going to hold more moisture. So looking pretty good in the dove field. Browntop millet. Browntop millet it likes well-drained soils, unlike your Japanese millet that likes can actually tolerate a shallow flood. I don't think Browntop can. I have planted it in a duck hole in the past and it didn't do crap. So up here, well-drained soil. It's gonna, you know, hopefully grow pretty good. It's a quick maturing. I planted it last week of May, which actually was ahead of my schedule. I was shooting for June 1st, but you know, hopefully by 1st of August, this stuff will start to mature in brown. I'm probably going to do something. Last year we rented one of those walk behind bush hogs and mowed this. I would like to, ideally what you want to do is burn it. So hopefully it browns off enough. You know, we'll see where we look at August 1st. And if it looks like it's dying off, you know, I know sometimes you can encourage it to die with a little glyphosate. Maybe we'll do that. I wish there was such a thing as a crimp roller that I could find to pull behind an ATV, because then I would roll it, and that'll terminate it without chemicals, and it'll lay it down, and then maybe I can burn it. But you burn it, you get rid of all the other biomass except for the seeds. And if you know dove hunting, you know doves love to come down on bare ground. So you just get seeds out here with bare ground. Probably along that point in time, we'll throw out some wheat, which is legal to top sow, just on top of the ground. It doesn't need to be disked in. I think you have to do it more than 10 days before the season starts. You can't come out, you know, a few days before the season. You want it out so the doves find it anyway. But that will also, not only does that seed on the ground attract doves, obviously, but it helps the soil. You know, if you can keep living roots in the soil as close to 365 days as you can. Obviously, we haven't been doing that here. But that wheat will grow and maybe prevent some of the undesirables from coming up over winter. I don't know if deer will eat it or not. It's too tight, I think, for geese to come in here. I don't know, maybe they would. Anyway, we're gonna put some weed out in probably mid-August after the brown top is dead, and you know, cross fingers, maybe we'll get a dove in here. So stick with me. I'll be giving you guys updates on this plot throughout the summer as well, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if you got input on when it's safe for me to put 2,4-D down on this young brown top millet, give me a comment, let me know. I would really appreciate that, because I'm going to need it. I can't let, Cocklebur is coming close to taking this field over. I got to nip it in the bud. So we'll see how it goes.